everyone, Teacher Teresa from VIP Kid, Go Go Kid, and Class Talk. Today I wanted to talk about bookings in VIP Kid and Go Go Kid. I know there's plenty of videos out there about this, but I think every teacher has a unique perspective and I just wanted to share mine. First of all, I've seen a lot lately of people recommending that you just open all the slots you possibly can. By all means, if you feel comfortable painting your schedule completely blue and opening up every available slot, go ahead and do that. But here's the warning. You may end up teaching a class at 1 o'clock in the morning and then none until another one at 11 p.m. I really think it's better if you actually set the times that you are regularly going to teach, because then parents are seeing what your normal schedule is going to be instead of just who knows what. And you can build regulars if people are able to see in advance when you're going to be available, because they're going to know if it's going to work with their schedule or not. Certifications. I don't know why people ask, should I get certified for XYZ? Yeah, get certified for everything that becomes available to you. I'm literally certified for everything there is except for JCL Bio. Because and music, JCL Bio and JCL Music, because I haven't seen them available to me. Everything else I have, and I teach at least 1 or 2 of everything every year. Be present in your classes. Make sure that you're giving your 100% to that individual student and meeting their needs and being the teacher that that kid needs, because not every student is the same. So your teaching style should change based on the needs of the student. Make sure that you have good motivation and that you're showing that I am super peppy VIP Kid teacher, because that's the image that VIP Kid sends for all of us. So that's who we should try to be. And if you're not, then maybe you only should be teaching the upper level students because they don't expect as much crazy. So if that's the teacher that you are and you think those are the best students for you, then find a way to share that in your intro video, which I'll talk about later. So make sure that you're getting the students that you want and that you're being the teacher that those students need. Communicate with parents and learning partners. I don't mean just in the feedback. I also communicate with parents by sending tickets, by sending cards, and I do the same with the learning partner. Obviously, I'm not saying the learning partner cards, just to clarify that. I do communicate with the learning partner through tickets, and I do that. I send my students homework. I send them additional links and things to help them with the curriculum and find outside resources to use, because a lot of times you can't present that in a way that works in the feedback form for the parent to actually be able to follow links. If you send them through the learning partner, I've seen much greater success of students being able to access what you're sending. I have actually created homework assignments to go with lessons, like flashcards, and I know VIP Kid has flashcards, but I don't think they're the greatest. And if they're anything like the Lingo Bus ones, I hate them completely. So I have made flashcards for especially the mammals, birds, and reptiles units, and for matching the animals, for matching categories. And I never send homework for math. Most of our students are really good at math anyway, so please don't send homework for math. But you can send home homework for speeches. You can send homework for reading. Anything that you think is going to help that particular student in their success in the class, please consider sending it to the learning partner, and they will send it on to the parents. And often I get thank you messages in my after class feedback from parents based on what I sent through the learning partner. If you've never had the student before, send a card saying thank you for that class. If you have had the student before, just say thank you in your feedback. Always thank you, because it's a really important thing in Asian culture. They really appreciate hearing that you are appreciative of them having chosen you for that class. So always say thank you. What makes you special and unique? Why do you stand out? Why are you the right teacher for their child? What is it about the way that you teach, your teaching skills, your background, your passion, or your particular presentation methods that make you right for that child? And if you're not right for that child, then maybe you should consider other levels, because you need to know who it is that you want to be your target audience and make sure that you're catering to that target audience. I teach everything, and I definitely prefer the younger students. And if you were to watch my intro video, you would see that I show that I'm capable of a range, but there's definitely this preference for the real passion. You can see it in when I'm teaching the younger students. If I'll take you to, I know I'm not sharing my video with you, but you can visualize this in your mind for sure. It begins with talking about my educational background, and then it shifts to me in my backyard teaching my son, who at the time was 3, I think, the letter W, which he had never been presented before, and making a recognition between the letter W and the word water, and that water makes that w sound, which W makes. And he actually makes mistakes while he's learning it, so that was helpful too, because you can see the gentle correction. And I think that's a great way to do an intro video, is to show you teaching someone something. And then I also had a segment after that showing me teaching an older student, and it was one of my neighbor's kids. I taught them something more advanced that they hadn't experienced before. So that's my biggest suggestion, is to show that you can teach a range of students, but show the extra energy and focus that you give when it is whichever level it is that you prefer. How do you cater to that? And it's okay to actually talk about which age groups you like too. My video does mention that I particularly love teaching younger students, but I'm capable of teaching older students as well. So I hope this helps somebody. I'll see you in the classroom. Bye-bye.